Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to race number 13 of the Mountain Dew Livewire Truck Series. We are here at Indianapolis for 16 laps racing in the Prime Sport 200. On the front row for today's race is Zachary Rogers and Caleb Hoffman. Row 2, Ace Rogers, Sam Rogers. Row 3, second in points. Actually, hang on. Row 3, we have Benjamin Tilton in second in points. Zachary Fitzwater, 13 points behind Michael Santos. Row 4, Max New with Robert Rogers, and in row 5, Skylar Dixon and Paul Sardina. Michael Santos starts today's race 31st, so he will have the inside line. 16 points back from him, his teammate Nico Tringali. He starts 28th. 17 points back is Chris Corando, who starts 15th. Chris Corando. And 38 back is Tony Vieira. He will start 21st. So the only two, out of the two drivers out of the top 5 in points starting on outside lane are Nico Tringali and Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzwater starting far enough up there, he might be able to get to the bottom, and same for Nico. He will be able to get to the bottom as well. Remember, Nico and Santos have speedway experience. So the rookies here in Fitzwater, Corando, they will have their work cut out for them as the drivers will take a pace lap, and we will get you to the green flag here at Indianapolis. As the pace truck moves down the pit road, after today, truck's got 5 races left in the season. Clawhammer, a road course. Atlanta, Auto Club, 2 Speedway. Sonoma, another road course. And then Armory Digital to end it. That's a super speedway. Green flag is out in the Prime Sport 200. Zachary Rogers leads. Ace Rogers had moved up to second, but here comes Benjamin Tilton. Ace trying to hold on. Tilton looking for second place. As Zachary Rogers is pulling away. He will lead lap 1 by a huge amount as Ace does not want to give up second. And caution flag is out. There's been a wreck on the front straightaway. Oh, Tony Vieira is involved. Sean Harple, perhaps. No, he's just slowing down. I don't know. Michael Santos might have some damage. Nico Tringali, Kyle Collins. But Tony Vieira seems to be the major driver involved. And I don't believe these guys will have to pit, but this will set up a single file restart. So this should be interesting. But let's see what caused the first caution of the day. They're coming down the front straightaway, and Peter Sands is just going to be squeezed out here, and he gets into Nick Pericles, turning the 19 around, and then Tony Vieira makes contact, sending him spinning, hitting the inside wall, and then it sends his truck back out on the track. He gets contact with Mason Powers, I believe that is, and Sean Harple, Nicholas Samudio, Kyle Collins get involved, Cindy Vieira. Michael Santos, good job working the brakes. Gets around this wreck. Let's go on board with Michael Santos. Riding on board with the points leader entering the race, Michael Santos. And that is a championship winning move right there if he can keep the points lead. Let's get to the race restart. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here at Indianapolis. Tony Vieira still in the race without his hood, as you see there. So looking through the top 5 in points, Santos is 29th, Tringali is 28th, so right now Tringali would be 15 back of Santos. Corando is up to 11th, so right now Corando would be 1 point ahead of Santos, but Fitzwater is second in points entering this race. He would be currently 7 points ahead of Santos. So as of this moment, if they were to finish where they are now, Fitzwater would exit with a 6-point lead. Yeah, exit with a 6-point lead over Chris Corando. Corando would be 6 back, Santos 7 back. Tringali, I have no idea. Probably like 30, I think. Anyway, top 10 rundown. Zachary Rogers leads, looking for his second win of the season. Ace Rogers in second, looking for his first career Truck Series win. Benjamin Tilton in third. He's done pretty good at Indy the past last season. He won the Cup race. Max Newworth fourth, Caleb Hoffman fifth, then Skylar Dixon, Eric Powers, Sam Rogers, Zachary Fitzwater, and Dylan Young is 10th. Some of the drivers in here in Code Red and Cup trying to get good experience. They're going to come to the green flag is back out. 11 laps to go in the Prime Sport 200. And Rogers with a great jump. He seems to have a pretty good car right now. A truck, I should say. And you look back there, you see that green truck of Dylan Young went high. Chris Corando by for 10th. And Max Newworth now looking out for third. Here comes Ace Rogers looking for the lead on his dad. These trucks have a tough time passing at this track. They don't have as much speed. Ace Rogers trying to hold on. He's into the lead. Father Zachary with a run, though, is going to do the crossover. 10 laps to go at Indianapolis. Zachary Rogers and his son Ace, teammates side by side, and Ace had the back out. That's allowing Zachary to keep the lead. Newworth is up to third, Dixon fourth, Sam Rogers fifth, and look at Zachary Fitzwater up to sixth. Jim Morton the third moving up here. Chris Corando's on the inside line. As we look back for other drivers, Dylan Young, you see there, Dylan Young falling back. There's Michael Santos and Nico Tringali trying to gain ground to, hopefully he wants to keep the points lead here. You see Tony Vieira is slow. Zachary Rogers leads, Ace Rogers second, Newworth third, Sam Rogers fourth, and now Fitzwater is up to fifth. Corando is ninth. And this is a crazy mess back here. Tilton 3 wide with, oh, there they go. Robert Rogers involved. Huge crash. Oh, Santos got by that. Tringali, I don't know if he was involved. Eric Powers, Emily Brooks. Robert Rogers on his roof. They're going to come to the second caution flag. Ace had the advantage, but he had to back out. Who's going to lead it at the line? Oh, Zachary Rogers has the lead in the second caution flag. Eric Powers' day seems to be done. Peter Sands has more damage. Tilton, I just knew that was going to happen. I can't tell if the 54 has damage or not, but Santos gets by another wreck, and now he's up to 17th. Fitzwater is up to 4th, so Fitzwater would probably love to win this race. They will probably go back green with like 5 to go or something like that. But let's take another look at the second caution of the day. Now, see, this all happens when they're in turn number 2 here. You see the 99 is going to get a little loose, and 02 gets into the 11. And that's a close call there. Nick Pericles on the bottom doesn't want to be involved in another accident. I guess Tilton's going to enter the turn really wide here, so he has to check up a bit. And then he gets loose and he comes down a bit. He had plenty of room to go along the high side, but he gets down into the 0-2 of Robert Rogers, and then this is where it's just going to end up going wrong. You see the 0-2 getting high. There's Eric Powers getting involved. You see Philip Goldberg, Peter Sands, Dylan Young, Tilton. You see Emily Brooks is going to get into the 0-7 here. And then it looks like, oh, yep, 54 does connect to the back of the 0-7. Not sure if he held on or not. Let's go in the cockpit of Robert Rogers here, and then we'll ride on board with Nico Tringali and Michael Santos. Riding on board with Robert Rogers. Hit that grass. It got a little violent. Let's take onboards with Nico and Santos. First, riding on board with Michael Santos in the 51. Wow, that was good reflexes to get by the 0-7 there. Now riding on board with Nico Tringali. He does hit the back of the 0-7, but I don't know if he got any major damage from that. Let's take you to the race restart. Welcome back to Indy, about to go back racing with 4 laps to go. Drivers out of the race: Robert Rogers, Eric Powers, Peter Sands, Connor Breton, and Dylan Young. Top 10 rundown, we got Zachary Rogers still in the race lead. Ace Rogers second, Max Newell third, Zachary Fitzwater fourth, Sam Rogers 5th, Skylar Dixon 6th, Jim Warner the 3rd, 7th, Caleb Hoffman 8th, Chris Corando 9th, and Cameron Gaddu rounds out the top 10. Michael Santos is up to 17th now. So at this point, he might keep the points lead depending where he and Zachary Fitzwater finish. Tony Vieira's up to 22nd, but he's behind the 51. And now Nico Tringali has lost his hood. He's down to 26th. So he had apparently took more damage than I thought, which it didn't really look like he got much. Must have been maybe a radiator problem or something. But we'll get ready to go back racing with 4 laps to go here in the Prime Sport 200. Zachary Rogers looking for his second win of the season in the Truck Series. Ace Rogers, Max Newworth looking for their first. Zachary Fitzwater looking for a second win. Sam Rogers looking for his first. Coranda would be also looking for his second. Caleb Hoffman his second. Green flag back out. Skylar Dixon, Jim Warner the third would be looking for their firsts. As Zachary Rogers gets another good restart. As they're mostly single file, except for all the hoodless drivers we got in the back. Then Max Newworth to the inside of Ace Rogers. Sam Rogers looking on the 05. Newworth to the inside of the 33. You know how good that 33 truck is on the high line, though. And Zachary Rogers is going to pull away. Ace is going to hold on to second. Newworth is in third. Now Fitzwater falling. Santos is looking on the inside. Here comes Corando on the inside. Oh, Corando rubbing with the 05. They held on to it. That was close. Ace continuing to try to battle and get by his father. They'll be coming to 2 to go. 2 laps to go for Zachary Rogers. Carando up to 6th. Fitzwater down to 8th. They're almost looking 3 wide here. Santos is up to 15th. Could gain some more ground here. As we head back up front, Fitzwater looking for 7th on Pericles. And Rogers has lost the lead to his son. Ace Rogers to the lead, and Zachary Rogers has fallen way back now. Max Newith is looking as they come to the white flag. White flag out at Indianapolis. 1 lap to go in the Prime Sport 200. Ace, a couple of weeks ago, a month or so, I think, won his first Code Red Series race at Coca-Cola Super Speedway. He won a part-timers race last weekend at Old Spice. Now he's looking for the Truck Series victory as he tries to hold off the one of Max Newirth. Down the back straightaway, Sam Rogers closing in 3rd. Out of turn 3, going into turn 4. As they come down the front straightaway, Ace Rogers is going to hold on, win his first career Truck Series race. He wins the Prime Sport 200 at Indianapolis. Newirth will come home 2nd, just couldn't get the draft speed he needed. Sam Rogers 3rd, Skylar Dixon 4th, Zachary Rogers 5th, Zachary Fitzwater 6th, Nick Pericles 7th, Chris Carando 8th, Cameron Gadoo 9th, and Jim Morton the 3rd would come home 10th. Michael Santos finishes 18th. So Fitzwater gains 12 points. So Fitzwater is 1 point behind Michael Santos, I believe. I think that's about right. So it's going to heat up going into Clawhammer. That's a road course. You know, it's tough to pass at road courses, so watch out. Oh, wow, what happened to Emily Brooks was way back. Nico Tringali came home 25th, Tony Vieira 22nd. So we might have a new top 5 driver, I'm not sure. But congratulations to Ace Rogers, and we will see you guys for the Code Red Series race here shortly.